Hey everyone, so this is my video response to Rich, Mr. ouREvilone, and basically he lists his 25 things, 25 positive things about yourself, and he wanted other people to do it, so I went ahead and took a shot at it. Of course, it's almost a week, because it took me a while to come up with them, and I know Rich had trouble, and yeah, that's why it's taken me so long to make this video response. Plus, I've been doing a lot of videos and video responses, I guess, right now. So, yeah, it's my third video in a row, and it is 12:57, almost 1 a.m. in the morning. So I'm gonna start right now, and these are in no particular order. So, um, the first one I put down was empathy, which is basically when you put yourself in someone else's shoes or situation, position, and you can basically see what they're going through as if you were going through the exact same thing they were. Also, people tend to hide their emotions. They fake their feelings. Well, you can see right through that. So that's what empathy is. So if someone just walks into a room, you can just kind of just sense that emotion coming off of them, just like that, without them having to say, speak, or really do anything. That's what empathy is, and that's one of the most powerful and positive things I like about myself. Number two, I put down, and I know it might be weird because I just wrote it right now, but I put down outsider. Because even though in some ways, I don't feel like I'm part of anything when I'm in groups or part of any type of celebration, I always see myself as that outsider looking in, never belonging, which you would see as negative, but the thing is, I see a lot of things that people don't see, and I love that. Yeah, it's sad that no one else sees it, but I just look around because everyone's attention is always directed elsewhere. And I see the little things, small details, the things that no one would probably even notice, recognize, or sometimes even care about. And yeah, that's another thing I like about myself. Number three, I'm easygoing. I am. You'll never really find me aggressive or any other way. I'm just there. Regardless if I'm talkative or not, if you approach me, I won't be rude or anything like that. I'll just be there, easy enough to have a conversation with. And if you want to go here, there, anywhere, I'll. I might not be like super outgoing, but most of the time I'll be willing to just go with the flow. And that's the best I can describe easygoing from my perspective. Yeah. Number four, the fact that I'm O negative and that I like to give blood, because I know a lot of people don't. And being O negative, that's pretty special. But I know people don't give blood as often as they should, and I've been doing it for almost 4 times in a row now, basically every 56 days. So whenever I can, I do. And that's something that I really like about myself because, one, giving blood is important. I know anyone can do that. But the fact that I like to and being O negative, which means they can go to anyone, that's just really amazing. You probably don't find a lot of people who are O negatives who actually like to do that, who feel obligated to. So yeah, +1 for me. Number five, this is more of I put 2 in 1 because I analyze and introspective, which is basically looking within. Analyzing is something I really like to do. And again, I guess it's more paying attention to details and stuff like that, but when I hear people talk, I listen to what they're saying, I use empathy to see what their point is or what they're trying to go across or get across to other people. But I also analyze and see if there's not any flaws, or if two people have two different points, I analyze both and I see if I can make them kind of mesh together to make it one single path. I'm one who really likes to see how things work, like particles and things like that, dark matter, all that type of stuff, because it intrigues me. And usually people tell you how things work, and it spoils the fun. Sometimes you just want to know just to give yourself something to do, and it turns into fun, a hobby. Did I just say that? I'm sure someone's saying, what? How can he possibly like that? No, but yeah, that's what I like to do. Again, with introspective, looking within, that's usually I combine that usually with music, because I try to break it apart, break it down, see why it works, how it works, and to change it, mix it up, and all that stuff. And that definition just really works well with what I do when I mix. Okay, number 6, my sense of humor. Yeah, other people may not like my sense of humor, but it's not that it's like way out there. I think it's just, I guess some people don't really get it. Maybe it's a little lame, or they just don't get it. But that's something I kind of like about myself, because it's different. It's not dry, it's not really sarcastic, it's just there. I don't really use it too often. But when I do, yeah, it's a spectacle to see, I guess. Number 7, which I usually have trouble saying. The Pink Crusader knows this. It is chivalry. Chivalry. Gosh, I can't even say it now. Chivalry is basically being a gentleman. And that's one thing that I was raised up being, but I've noticed it severely lacks right now in this generation and all the previous ones, it seems, or the younger generations. It lacks severely. And I think that having manners and using them whenever you can, not just to use them, but because it's a part of you, and hopefully people catch on and just continues to spread it around to how do you say, I can't even think of it. Basically, you do something for someone else, and they in turn do that to other people, and they just keep passing on, giving. Well, I would hope that maybe in some ways of doing that, maybe chivalry will catch on as well. But no, that's one thing I really like about myself, because yeah, you don't see it nowadays. And hopefully when I do meet the right person, hopefully they'll notice that about me, and I stand out in that sense. Hopefully. One can hope. Okay, number 8. Introvert, or introverted. Yeah. I'm not an outgoing person. I am easygoing, that's true. But I'm not so much an outgoing person, so if you want to go to Vegas, I'm probably not going to go. Because I like being home. I like not going to too far distant places, because I see why people get excited. I just don't need to be there for such a long period of time to get it. So Vegas, people gamble, they drink, clubs, strip clubs, tall buildings, bright lights. I get it. I don't have to travel all the way out there just to see it up close and personal and say, wow, tired, sleep. That's it. There's nothing spectacular about it. I get why people are excited, but it just doesn't hit me like that. Anyway, introvert. Also, another thing is, I know extroverts, they get their energy from from outward, basically. The more people that are around them, the more energy they get off of people. Introverts are like not solar panels. Introverts are like rechargeable batteries. We have our energy within. We're around extroverts, they take off our energy and we're drained. but I like being an introvert. Again, it gives me time to focus, relax, and I don't know, notice things that people haven't noticed. Do other things that a lot of people probably wouldn't do, and go places that people probably wouldn't go because they think it's boring, it's not fun. Yeah. Number 9, work out. Or I should say be in shape and health. But yeah, I like to work out. I like to run, but since I stopped doing track and cross country, working out is one thing that I actually like and look forward to do. And it's one thing that I really do like about myself. Not because of the way I look or the build or anything like that, but because it keeps you healthy, long living. And a lot of people don't seem to get that, which is probably why we have more of an obese type country. Kind of sad. Number 11, patient. Yes, I'm a very patient person. I don't mind waiting for a long period of time for something to take place, because I know it will be worth it. And sometimes to hear people's problems, situations, and things like that, I know some people don't really want to be there for that long hearing this stuff, and for me, probably 95% of the time, yeah, I would love to hear that stuff. It's just something about it. It's a story, something I can analyze, put empathy towards, and find a solution. So that's one thing that I like about myself as well. Number 12, observant. I guess you can kind of slide that in like analytical and introspective, but yeah, observant. So since I don't really fit in, I tend to be that person at a party against the wall, not talking to anyone. We do a lot of observing. And because I'm an introvert, we get it a lot quicker than most people. The environment, the way people are, the way they interact, all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, number 13, dedicated. Yeah, for the most part, I am a dedicated person. Just like I collect comic books and how I play the piano on and off, but still, I'm dedicated when I put my mind to it, when something really captures my attention, when I can see what the potential is after going through it. That's why I work out. That's why I run. That's why I make music. Most people probably would have stopped by now. But yeah. Okay, number 14, helpful. Yes, I'd love to be helpful. I'd love to be of use. It's amazing who doesn't like to be helpful. You see people out there, can you do? No, I won't. I have things to do. It's all about me. Blah, blah, blah. Helpfulness is kind of deteriorating, just like having manners. So yeah, that's another thing I like about me. Let's see. Cross-dominant. I put this in one of my other videos, but I didn't really explain it too well. Cross-dominant isn't ambidextrous. Cross-dominant means that since I'm right-handed, looks like it's on the left side in the video, but since I'm right-handed, when I drink milk, I use my left hand. Most people who are right-handed will use their right hand. When you go to run, right-handers will be in a position where the left foot is further back and the right foot is forward. I'm goofy-footed, so it's the other way around. I have a left-hander stance. And usually I arm wrestle, my left hand stronger than my right. And there's probably a couple of other different things. I wrap cables left-handed apparently. So yeah, cross-dominant. Number 16, playful / flirtatious. Yeah, I really like that. I'm a playful person. Some people take it as flirting. because I don't really do it that often, and it tends to be with people who I kind of have crushes on. But usually, just as friends, I'll be playful as well. But again, it comes across as flirtatious because I don't do it that often. But I do like that about myself. I know people have different ways of going and being around people and interacting with them, and this is just one of them. Number 17, nostalgic, looking back on the past. Reliving the past, so to speak. That's another thing I really like about myself, because some people don't really cherish the past. They call it junk and they keep moving on and on and on. And you know what? Sometimes you really have to treasure it. Look back at your baby photos, all the pictures, look at who was alive back then. And remember how they were. All the things they taught you, so you can pass it on to the next generation. Number 18, romantic. Yes, no longer hopeless romantic. I am just romantic. I think it's gonna be I'll be much more successful if I'm just romantic and helpless. Romantic. No, I really like being romantic. It comes with having manners as well, because you just see a certain path and you have to go down that path. Some people don't really like that. They go for the bad boy type, but no, I really like being romantic, doing the flowers, the traditional stuff, and sometimes mixing a couple of new creative things along with it. But who knows, maybe someone will like that later on. Number 19, thoughtful. Thoughtfulness. Yeah, I like being thoughtful. Usually when someone's having a bad day, I know how to make a tulip by using basic paper and origami and all that stuff. But when I see people having bad days, I try to be there for them to make them feel better. Just because I want to. And yeah, I think that would fall into thoughtfulness, unless you can find a different synonym that describes that better. Number 20, truthful. Or at least I try to be. I'm not one for telling lies. I really don't like it. I don't like being lied to. But yeah, I think that being truthful, you can't really get yourself into trouble, and people trust you after a while because they see how you are. They see that you don't lie, and it just knocks down a certain observation that we assume about certain people. When you meet people, it's not that you assume they'll lie, but just people lie in general. But when you notice people are telling the truth more and more and more, and you see that they just truthfully say it like that, not blunt, but they have no reason to lie. It makes the friendship a lot better. Let's see, number 21, reliable. Yeah, I'm very reliable. In fact, sometimes it's a problem, but for the most part, I'm reliable because I go out of my way to make myself reliable, because I want people to see that you can depend on me when you need to. And I guess in some ways, I kind of want them to want it, so if I need them, they'll be there for me. But it's not really the reason, but I just like being reliable. I like being there for people when they need me to do things, stuff, or just be there on time. Number 22, passionate. Passionate about music, mixing, a lot of different things. Science, technology, I know, passion, to use that to describe it, yeah. But that's one of the things I really like about myself, is when I find something that I like, I just dive right in. And it doesn't matter who else shares that passion with me. It's just awesome. Okay, number 23, friendly. I tried so hard not to put this on the list, because friendly is the number one thing that everyone would typically describe me as. And I guess it kind of falls into the category of easygoing, but I'm a friendly person. I might not approach you. I might, in some ways, seem slightly avoidant, maybe slightly antisocial, but that's in big crowds. But for the most part, if you walk up to me and talk to me, I'll probably be friendly. 99.9% of the time, friendly. That's just the way I am. Number 24, I am a servant leader. And I didn't even know what that term, in fact, I didn't I didn't know that it existed, basically, until someone was talking about it. What servant leader is they are a person who pretty much, they're more of a follower. They're not a leader. But if you give this person the position of leadership, basically means that if you give them power, they don't abuse it. They control the power and they don't take advantage of it at all. So they're very fair because they understand the other person's point of view, the followers. So even though they are the leader or manager or boss, they don't act like it. They act like they're just like you. And they'll be, I'm trying to search for the word, but I can't find it. Yeah, I can't think of the word. But they're not power-hungry people. And I would say that they're the better bosses that are out there. And servant leaders are the ones who, if you have an emergency, if you need a day off, you need something switched, they'll work with you. They won't say, no, I need your work now, blah, blah, blah. You can't have that day off. I don't care whose birthday it is. Yeah, they're not those types of people. They're the ones who are more understanding. They'll work with you to help you get your things done. And that's what I am, because I'm not power hungry. And working at GameStop, being I can't even think of the word, almost assistant store manager, a senior game advisor. Most people start as game advisors, and I'm above them. So usually I'm in charge of 3 employees, maybe 4 even at a time. But I would never abuse my power, and usually I would kind of do what they did. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. I wanted them to see that just because I have power, I'm no different than you, because I don't use that power. Only when I have to. And I try to be as fair as possible. Number 25, Big Brother. Yeah, I love kids. I love being around them. I love being playful with them. That's the way I am. That's probably the way I've always been, because it reminds me of when I was young. And in some ways, you kind of want to be that kid again. And so when I'm around kids, that's what I turn into. A playful, big, little kid. And that's it. Those are my 25 things I like about myself. And I would like to tag all my YouTube friends to go ahead and make a video, even if it has to be private or unlisted video. Go ahead and do it, because it'd be nice to hear from everyone once again. Wow, 23 minutes, almost a minute per topic. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for now. Talk to you guys later. Take care.